Hello, welcome to Shad Life. Well, I'm back from Austin. I'm back here in Minneapolis. Kind of excited to be back home. I did have some interesting things happen on my trip. I'll try to be kind of brief about them because I tend to babble and get into too much detail. But the first thing that happened is I started having these pains in my lower back. Nothing new, actually. Same thing happened to me when I was in New Orleans around February, around Mardi Gras time. I was walking around, watching parades, standing for a long time. And when I do that, it aggravates my lower back. It's just that weight or whatever, standing for a long time. And for a long time in my life, I've never really had a good results standing in place for a long time. It just has never worked well for me, probably because I've had issues in my lower back. So same thing happened in Austin. I went on a food tour. It was like 4 hours long. We're walking around, I'm stopping, and I really like doing that kind of stuff, but it's really aggravated my lower back. Riding the skate park, riding my bike around, all that stuff, no issues at all. Walking around, standing for a long time, things like that, aggravated my back. So now that I'm back in Minneapolis, I have to kind of chill for a little bit. I'm doing some PT. I went to the orthopedics place, TRIA, where they did my knee replacement. So they're going to get me on a program to get this better and so on and so forth. I can ride my bike. I just got to be wheels on the ground kind of riding, that's what I call it, or ride my trainer, which is over here off camera, things like that. So that's that. The other thing that happened is GoPro did a software update recently, and I noticed the last few videos I've tried to edit, I'm getting all these missing frames and things, and you might even notice in the video it'll go blank for a second or whatever. I found out that GoPro moved to this H265 format from 264, and my Windows computers, which are high-end computers, gaming computers, Windows 11, they do not handle this new format. But GoPro forced that upon us with the Hero 11s and the Hero 12s that I have, and so I didn't really have much choice. So when I was down in Austin, because I was trying to edit the video of me riding around Austin, and it was just totally glitching out on my Windows computer. So while I was down there, I went to the Mac store and got a Mac computer. And of course, on the Mac, it's absolutely flawless. So it looks like for my channel, I'll be moving to using a Mac, at least for the media stuff and editing stuff. And that's just, it is what it is. I think if you know anything about computers, Mac has always been better at that kind of stuff anyway. I know this. I should have probably just went with the Mac in the first place, but that's that. So I have a new computer, and I will be doing my editing there. So my videos, you'll probably notice in the Austin videos, they're nice and clean. They didn't have any glitchiness or anything in them because I did them on a Mac, and my future videos will be done on a Mac, and so on and so forth. So that's kind of where Austin came, so kind of interesting. Now I'm back in the cities. I got to kind of chill with my lower back. I did start working on my space. I want to really dial this space in, starting with a new bike stand. This is called, let me read it. Feedback Sports is the company. Pro HD. I looked online to find a good stand. I wanted to maybe get the park one, but this one was actually rated pretty high. So I got this stand, and it's way more stable and solid than the stand I have been using. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you might have heard me complain about the stand I have and that I need a new one and so on and so forth. So I finally got a new one. But one of the things that irritates my back is doing all this and working on my bike and being leaned over in this position and stuff. So the other thing I got was a stool with wheels on it that raises up and down with a little lever. So similar to how an office chair will raise up and down. And it's made by Park Tools. That's generally what I normally buy is Park products. But I did get this stand instead of a Park stand because the ratings were good on it. But I will have that stool from now on. So in the future, when I do videos, I need to be seated. And when I'm not doing videos, because I do a lot of bike maintenance and work off camera, right? I need to sit down and do it and not be standing and be irritating my lower back. So that's what's going on. I'm going to revamp my whole workshop, get rid of a lot of the stuff I don't need anymore because I have a lot of just bike parts that have accumulated and just stuff that I no longer need, and I'm going to donate it. I have a blue bucket over here. I've already started piling stuff in there and just clear out all this stuff so I can get way more organized, get it much more presentable, cleaned up in here. I'm kind of excited to do that as my winter project this year, and so on. And I will be doing some biking content. I just got to give a few days or so off my back, and we are going into winter, so it's not a huge deal. But yes, biking content will definitely be in the near future. Hopefully we get fat biking in and stuff like that. Pretty stoked about it. I do have my trainer set up, Zwift set up, and so on and so forth. So before I go, just one quick announcement. I just posted in the community tab about it. I now have a Zwift club, Shad Life, so you could either look it up. I will put a link in the description to that too. My plan is, and this is for those of you out there that use Zwift, because probably the majority of you probably don't. But for those of you that do, you can join my club, and then I will be posting, rides here and there. Maybe I'll start doing some actual schedule rides. Kind of think group C, if you know how grouping works. C. So not super hard pushing rides, but challenging enough to get your fitness on, but not so challenging that you're trying to play keep up all the time. And I will set these rides up so the group stays together. So if you do start to lag behind, it'll just speed you up and keep you with the group. But yeah, if you're interested in that kind of thing, definitely check the link out. Just join the group, become a member of it. And then when I start setting up scheduled rides, you'll get notified that there's a scheduled ride and so on. So just a little fun thing to do over the winter time as I get more into doing some Zwift stuff when I'm not out fat biking and things like that. There you have it. I really do appreciate your support for my channel. Please like and subscribe. Peace.